Boom, but welcome to another Diablo gameplay. And this one's gonna be different because I think I finally figured out or kind of nailed down the build that I got or want, despite the missing things. But first, it's an all Naturale Nature's Fury build, meaning I don't do any shape shifting. Let's put this into practice. So how we're gonna put this into practice is actually to unlock our spirit boons, because I haven't unlocked the spirit boons yet. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. And I don't have my horsey yet. You can see I reached this level just by walking across the map and doing public events and legions. I've done as much of the story up to here. Lights, guidance, these story skills. So I've only done probably about like beta amount of story, and then after that I was just exploring the map like crazy. And you can see, or if you want, you can see the whole, as much as what I gotten into. Oh, I gotta get that teleporter in the fields of hatred. But we're gonna go conquer this stronghold. Oh, public legion event, change of plans. We're gonna do that.
Greetings.
And I feel like I should have put back that spirit generator.
I'm not ready yet.
So yeah, your bread and butter for this build is your basics and your core. No shapeshifting.
I must wait a moment.
As you can see, it's not that much of a difficulty for us to gain that fortify. At least at this point. That's the first time I see in a server that has speed of stealth.
I must wait a moment.
Look at that attack. And there goes Rocky. Ooh, almost got sauce.
Appreciate that.
Greetings.
Thank you.
Good job, team. Good job.
Thank you.
I'm impressed.
All right, now back to our mission. Getting our spirit boon.
This whole place is in ruins. What happened here? What's going on?
Speak to the Druid spirit. Druid of Túr Dúlra.
A memory.
Túr Dúlra will not fall to you, Astaroth.
Something demonic is trying to spirits here. Find it.
Let's go, buddies. Oh, fine. Good stuff. Hold on.
Everything is ruined. It's all ash.
Not if I can help it. Okay, make sure I'm going the right way. Ooh. That damage range does come in clutch. Take my hurricane.
Fire in my blood. My son.
I'm not ready yet.
Hey, what skill is that? Where you get that skill from? Oh, there goes that bonus stun.
Your efforts are futile. You will join them in eternal misery.
Oh, I see.
You who is touched by hatred.
Oh, we got too many quest items. Okay. Oh man,
My bags are full.
we have too many spirit iron offerings. Well, let's see if we can't solve that. Yeah. No, Rocky, you're supposed to throw him back.
I'm not ready yet. I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet.
There we go, Rocky. Yeah. Like the true boss he was meant to be. Where do you think you're going? Stop running.
I'm not ready yet. Never harm another soul.
Rekindle the wanderers trying to conquer. Wait, what? Where is that? Oh. Alrighty, we have conquered it for our people. So let's get right into it. You're probably curious. So what's in the all Naturale build? So first things first, we're gonna look at the key passive. We're gonna start from the top. We're doing Nature's Fury. Where casting an Earth skill has a 30% chance to trigger a free Storm skill of the same category, and vice versa. So free damage basically. And what inspired me to do that was actually my build from Borderlands 3 on Moe's. That free ammo. You can't deny the free ammo. But moving on with that, I mean we get both skills, but we're gonna move back down to the ultimate. So how I got my ultimate setup is I went with Petrify, and of course the upgrades that went with it. And for those of you that are new to Diablo, Petrify encases all nearby enemies in stone, so it stuns them for 4.42 seconds. And we deal increased critical strike damage. So that sounds nice. I'll show you what this combo is with in just a second. Further down the tree. Yeah, we'll go to the sub-tree later. So the idea about this build is that since we're going to be using Earth and Storm skills, I went ahead and upgraded both the Earth and Storm skill. Now, should you want to make this build as well, you can kind of choose which one you want to prioritize. But I'll just go with, I'll tell you which ones I prioritize. So I prioritize for the Wrath Tree, I prioritize Hurricane. Just because I like Hurricane more than Rocky or Boulder. I call it Rocky though. He's a lot more useful than I thought now that I see him when I get him for free. But nonetheless, we're running the Hurricane. And I like the Hurricane because it has, yeah, it does a knockback and it does a slow. It does slowed and vulnerable the way I have it set up. Yeah, or you can have it to where they do less damage reduction. But that might not be necessary until I get into the more difficult parts of the game. I am level 50. But I'm only still tier 2. I haven't done the story yet. And then of course we got Boulder, and then we upgraded it to Enhanced Boulder, and then we chose Savage Boulder. Each time it deals damage, it increases the crit chance by 3%. I figured that would be a little bit more, we might be able to get a higher crit chance compared to Fortify 20%. Oh no, what was that called? Natural Boulder. And then moving down to the pet, I chose a Poison Creeper because I think that combo is better with Petrify. Because when we use the Poison Creeper, it immobilizes them. But not only that, but when you upgrade it, it increases your critical strike chance by 20% for each enemy strangled by the Poison Creeper. So I thought that was a really good combo. So what you do first is you stun them with Petrify, and then you come in with a Poison Creeper and you increase your crit chance. Because I do believe Petrify gives you you do a 30% increased critical strike damage to enemies affected by Petrify. So it's the 1-2 wombo combo right there for a pet. Now it's pretty versatile, or should I say modular. But with that being said, we'll come back to it. There's some versatility. And then for defensive, we got 2 skills. We have Earth and Bulwark, and then we have it upgraded to innate enhance Earth and Bulwark, so the shrapnel comes out. You could get the preserving one if you need to fortify, but I'll explain the build. And then we boosted up Cyclone armor just to get some of the benefits that comes off. So we also slow our enemies for 2.2 seconds, and then we also make them vulnerable. I think that's very useful. And then down on this tree, on my core skills, I actually made the lightning storm as the primary skill, and then landslide is a bonus. So for my lightning, I have it enhanced, and then I also have it as primal, so it has a 12% chance to immobilize enemies. I figured the immobilization chance was better so we can maximize our options of getting fortified. And then for landslide, we went with the primal enhanced landslide. So we gain, every time we immobilize or stun an enemy, we gain a terror mote, and then each landslide consumes it, giving us a guaranteed critical strike chance with 40% critical strike damage. And then moving down to the base, we have, I chose the Earth Spike. Now the reason why I chose the Earth Spike is because this build kind of runs a little bit on Fortify, and I'll show you when we get to the gear. But we have the Fierce Enhance Earth Spike. So whenever we attack a stunned, immobilized, or knocked back enemy, we gain 8% Fortify. And then in combination with that, with Nature's Fury, I wish you could choose, but it doesn't let you choose. So, but it would be a little bit more accommodating. So like if you choose Storm Strike, you'll get the Earth one, but it gives me the Wind Shear by default. which is fine. It works with the skill we have, and I'll show you that as well. So, with that being said, we also upgraded Wind Shear. Has a chance to make enemy vulnerable for 4 seconds, and grants 3 additional spirit for each enemy hit beyond the first. So it's a nice spirit generator. And now let's go into the side trees. So because we're not using, you know, the shape shifting and stuff, I decided to put some of the points into both skills. Since they're going to be going off for free, we might as well upgrade them to make them feel good. Yeah? Of course, with the exception of the ultimate. That'd have been too broken. But with that being said, we have the nature magic skills. We've just maxed it out. We maxed out Defiance. So nature magic skills deal 12% increased damage to elites. And then we also increase natural disaster. So our earth skills deal 20% increased damage to vulnerables. And then storm skills deal 12% increased damage to stun, immobilize, or knock back enemies. Went ahead and maxed out Circle of Life. So that way we can minimize how much healing we have to do. Nature magic skills that consume spirit also heal us. Seems nice. You know, not necessary, but it's a quality of life kind of thing. And we maxed out Resonance, where nature magic skills deal 6% increased damage, but triple it if our earth skill is the next skill cast after our storm skill, and vice versa. So 18% for our combo that we're going to be doing. That seems pretty nice. We didn't go into the sub-tree in the Wrath one just because that one's based on lucky hit. It's kind of we could make it work, but I haven't really looked into it. Yeah, because we do a little bit of both, so it's kind of like each tree does either storm or earth, so we'd kind of have to divvy our points. But beyond that, the pet is also optional. You don't have to run with a pet, but the pet helps, especially the poison creeper one. Honestly, it's kind of like, why not? And I think that's, yeah, we didn't really dive too much into the sub trees. This one does with non-physical resistances by 5, so this one actually might be good. Yeah, this one might actually be good, but I haven't needed it yet because we're still at tier 2. We just hit level 50, and we hit this sub tree. Heart of the Wild. This Heart of the Wild seems pretty weak, but Wild Impulses seems pretty good because we gain 15 increased damage for 9% more spirit consumption, and then we only went into abundance by 6%. I was at 3, but I brought it back down just to try it out. And now you're probably wondering why my skills are so low. Well, it's because I still got 4 skill points left that I just brought up. But let's take a look at the gear and show you what's boosting up this character. First things first, I think the most important skill of this build is the symbiotic aspect, which is when you trigger a Nature's Fury key passive. Oh yeah, when it triggers, your non-ultimate cooldowns of the opposite type are reduced by 5 seconds. Very useful. So if should you want to run 2 skills on the same tree, that would work really well. But we kind of have it just kind of like as a balanced setup right now. And then I always consider this a staple in the build. Oh, I gotta upgrade this armor chest, this chest piece. And this one I would consider not essential because of the cooldown on how things go. You'll see it in combat. I'll show you a combat scenario. But the duration of Overthrown Bulwark is increased by 6 seconds. This helps a lot. And killing an enemy's replenish your active Earthen Bulwark. That's also helpful. You know, the defense is always nice. Moving on. Let's see. This one grants us a barrier. It's not essential. It's nice, but it's not really essential. This one's also pretty good. The Adventure's Boots of Audacity. I think it might be the Audacity aspect. But when there's at least 5 close enemies, you stun them for 2 seconds. But because you're stunning them, that also generates a lot more additional damage based on the tree we just saw. And this aspect, I think it's the accelerating aspect, where critical strikes with core skills increase your attack speed by 21% for 5 seconds. Pretty good. Pretty good. I just got this axe, so you'll see it in action Yeah, you'll see it in action just about at the same time as me. And let's see. This one's not too important. This one's actually nice and funny, where we have a lucky hit chance where Wind Shear has an 8% chance to fully restore your spirit. Very nice in clutch situations. But the reason why my skills are so low is because I have this ballistic amulet, and when we have Fortify, our earth skills gain +3 ranks. And what that means is basically we can save on our earth skills just a little bit, depending on which ones they are, and focus on putting some beans into our storm skills, like here. So like, for example, this one's a 1, but when we have Fortify, it'll be 4 out of 5. Oop, didn't mean to press that button somehow. But that's okay. There we go. And that will do it for the gear. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you like what you saw. And I hope you subscribe, like, and comment. This will be Megane signing out. And figuring out my quest skill walls. I guess this is what I get for not doing side quests. Peace.
There is no light here. You came to the darkness for knowledge. Yes. And all the knowledge you seek is here.